Alright, so a part of waking up skinny is uncovering how freedom is a free mind. And what that implies is now we can hold we can control ourselves. Because of course we come to understand you're either a slave or a master. You're either a slave to the impulses, to your hunger, to your lust, to your sloth and tiredness and meekness. Or you are the master. You are the one who carries the will. More so you recognize the will as a tool, which is a very important thing to distinguish who you truly are and your power in operating your abilities. To clear our third eye is important. It's vital. So we must study and practice that task of protecting our third eye, and how that will allow us to hold steadfast our thoughts, our visions, our concept with which thus our subconscious will relate and render out through into this world. As our subconscious, you could understand, is the force of the source, and yet they are one, right? It is all one. It is your, it's so beautiful. It's your solar plexus, it's your sympathetic nervous system, it is your subconscious, it is the Father who arts in heaven, being the kingdom of heaven is within. And the Father represents consciousness, and your consciousness is split up into your subconscious and your conscious, right? And then there is the superconscious, which you could relate to the limitless, endless, and immediate supply of everything, of wisdom, of love, of freedom, purity, willpower, faith. You know, all these God qualities, these eternal principles that are a part of your being, your soul. And from that, you take action. And from those actions, you reap certain benefits. It's so divine. That's when we learn where power is. It is one with the Father. For my Father does all things. I am nothing. Thus I am everything. Right? But when we find ourselves that force is what does everything. It is your belief. It is your assumption. It is your feelings. It is your habits, your reaction to your current circumstance that will thus be, the continuance of your eternal now. And it can be a reaction, which is, you can't kind of escape that, but how do you respond really? But how do you take that creative action, regardless of your circumstance? How do you choose to act? Who do you choose to be, regardless of your circumstance? To be in the kingdom of heaven, to seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, to put thus also to no other gods before me. I am, right? For ye are one with the Father. When you awaken to, you are the Son of God. You are the soul of God. You are the creative life expressed. That is your true divinity. That is your immortal, eternal soul. And so I've got to just now point out, this is from Maitreya, Lord Maitreya, who was the world teacher for millions of years and is an ascended master. And if you search up on ascensionresearch.org, you'll find the best information in the world, literally, like the best information in the world. You cannot find anywhere else better information. Like, there's sure greater information, like not greater, but there's sure great information, but You can't find better. It's incredible. How do we use information?